Alright, I'm just gonna say it straight up, the 2.6 update fixed so many problems in Wuthering Waves. If you haven't already watched the livestream, let me break it down for you, because it's pretty clear that Kura Games is still listening to the community. And honestly, that alone is a really good sign for the long-term health of the game. So let's start with the big one. Flying has been added to the older regions. This is something players, including myself, have been asking for since Arena Cedar came out. Reversal in Wuthering Waves has always been a bit clunky in certain areas, and sometimes revisiting old regions felt like a chore. But now with flying, it's going to breathe completely new life into exploration. Going back to clean up those last few chests, echoes or hidden quests is no longer going to feel like a drag. Now, I do want to point out the possible concern here. They didn't actually confirm if flying will extend to the future regions, and that's a pretty big question. If flying is only a retroactive fix, then we're back to square one when the next massive region drops. But if you think about it, the fact that they also buffed the loot mapper gadget with a much larger radius could be hinting at something. To me, this is just two possibilities. It's simply a straightforward quality of life change, nothing more, or the next new region is going to be so massive that the Kuro already knows we'll need either flying or some kind of alternative traversal system to deal with it. Honestly, I'm leaning towards option 2, but we'll just have to wait and see how they handle it. Moving on, you can now track minerals. This might not sound huge on paper, but trust me, it is. Up until now, farming minerals basically required alt-tabbing to a third-party website, plotting out routes manually and wasting a ton of time. Now the game itself lets you track what you need. This is a massive quality of life feature for anyone who crafts regularly or wants to upgrade their weapons without losing hours just figuring out where things spawn. And hopefully, Kuro doesn't stop here, because if minerals can be tracked, then there's no reason why other overworld materials couldn't be added to the system in the future. Now let's talk about a small change that for me personally makes the game feel so much smoother. The new collect all button for rewards. Previously, especially in things like Elusive Realm, you had to claim rewards one by one. And I don't know about you, but that was driving me insane. Now with just one button, you can grab everything at once, but when you're playing a game every single day, it's a small annoyance stacking up that really wears you down. Fixing something like this shows Kuro is paying attention to how players actually feel when interacting with the game on a daily basis. So yeah, it's pretty clear that Kuro Games is listening, and that's huge. But while I'm really happy with what we've seen so far, I also think there are a few more areas where they could keep pushing forward. For example, fishing. If they're already refreshing the old regions by adding flying, it would make perfect sense to expand fishing into those areas too. Fishing may not be the most hardcore feature, but it's something that the casual audience really enjoys, and it gives players another reason to go back and revisit older maps. It's the kind of side activity that helps the game world feel alive, and I really think there's still a lot of potential there. Now let's get into the big one for me personally, echo farming. This system is only getting more frustrating as time goes on. Every time a new character releases, we get new echo sets. And with every new echo set added, it becomes harder and harder to target farm the ones you actually want. Right now, farming is still a huge RNG grind, and the daily restrictions to the new echo sets just make it feel worse. During the livestream, they revealed that Augusta's and Enua's new echo sets will follow the same system as Perlova's, meaning that they're capped at a set number of echoes every day. And honestly, that feels pretty restrictive. If this system stays the same moving forward, echo farming is only going to get more painful with each update. What I hope Kuro does in the future is introduce a way to target farm specific sets, or at the very least, adjust drop rates and daily limits so players don't feel completely walled off by RNG. Because here's the thing, Kuro is already proving they can listen. They're proving that they can make great changes like adding flying to old regions or adding a collect all button where it was really needed. So why not tackle one of the biggest frustrations in the entire game? If they do, Wuthering Waves would easily jump from being a good gacha game to one of the best long-term experience in the genre. So overall, the 2.6 update looks amazing. It's fixed a lot of problems that players have been pointing out for months, and it really feels like a step forward. But more importantly, it shows that Kuro Games isn't ignoring feedback, but actively improving the game. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you agree that 2.6 fixed a lot of the issues, or do you think that there's still some big problems that need to be addressed? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.